What's up, everyone? Earlier this week, we were given the announcement that the lead casting director for Big Brother has decided to take a leave from Big Brother this season as we head into the 23rd season. Now, what does this mean for the show, and how is it going to affect the game that we all know and love? Well, that is what we are here to talk about, folks. So, welcome to your Big Brother update. Right before we get started, folks, if you are new around here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also click the like button as well as the bell icon to get notified every single time a brand new upload goes live on the channel. Okay, folks, so let's jump right into the news. On January the 22nd, lead casting director for Big Brother over the past 20 years, Robin Cass, issued a statement on Twitter that read the following. Bittersweet news, I've been offered some big opportunities in the new year. After a lot of thought, I've decided to move forward with these projects and take a leave from BB23. I am excited and have no doubt you'll be in good hands this season. Be safe and a happy new year. So there you have it, folks. After 20 years of being the lead casting director on Big Brother, Robin Cass has decided to take a leave from the 23rd season of Big Brother, so she will not be taking part in the casting process of Big Brother 23. Now, Robin Cass has been responsible for many of the Big Brother greats over the years. If we flash all the way back to season 2, she has been responsible for hiring some of the greats, such as Dr. Will Kirby, Danielle Reyes, and of course Janelle, up to some modern day Big Brother legends such as Ian and Davon, and even Tyler from Big Brother 20 and Big Brother 22. But it looks like from now on, or at least for this season, somebody new will be taken to the helm as the casting director. Now, what is the actual role of the casting director? Are they solely responsible for deciding who actually becomes a Big Brother house guest and who is going to be on the cast? No, I think that's quite a big misconception that's actually out there. So the casting director is obviously someone who is heavily involved in the casting process. They, attend auditions all over the country, and they make sure they are, hand on hand, speaking to the people who are the front runners to be on there. Obviously, they won't speak to absolutely everyone, but the people who obviously make it further down the process into the final stages, I'll definitely have a hand in speaking to Robin, and she'll decide who is actually fit to recommend to the higher ups. So that's where we get onto it. So obviously people may assume that Robin is responsible for it. She is responsible to an extent. She, or the casting director, whoever it's going to be this time round, will pick out, I really like these people, I think they're going to be fantastic house guests. They are then recommended to executives and producers, and the producers and the executives have the final say as to if they go on the screen or not. So it's not the casting director that has the final say. However, they do have a huge influence into who could be on the cast, because obviously the execs and the producers don't really have a say until the casting director has provided them with the recommendations and who they think is going to be prime people to be successful house guests on Big Brother. And obviously we really want a fantastic cast for Big Brother 23. We want a fantastic cast every single season, because it's such a staple of Big Brother fans' lives. It's like a thing that comes around every summer, and it just consumes our lives. I don't know about you guys, but for sure it consumes mine. I basically live and breathe Big Brother when it's on. It's just such a fantastic time of the year, and it makes all the more better when you've got some fantastic house guests in there that bring some good gameplay to the table, and people that you can really root for and you want them to win. I think it's one of those things where if you've just got one person, fantastic, because you can really root behind that person if you like one person. But when you've got several and your mind's going, okay, I like this person, and it's getting tore every single week, and then those seasons where half the house is good, half the house is bad, where Big Brother 6, for example, it's like it's like the Super Bowl every single week. It's like the playoffs. You've got one team and the other, and you like who's going to win HOH, because it's going to determine what the week's going to be like, and it creates that hype and it creates that excitement, and you can't wait for every single episode or just to watch more live feeds. So obviously the casting is a huge part on whether or not the Big Brother season is going to be good. So I've got my fingers crossed, and I hope you guys do too, that we're going to get a fantastic casting director that is going to create some memorable and extraordinary house guests for us to watch this summer. Now, if we just quickly flash back to Robin's statement, she did use the words "take a leave" from Big Brother 23, which means that it is very likely she may return in the future. This is obviously something that she's been such a big part of for the past 2 decades, which is obviously a very long time. And as a result, I'm sure the door is more than open for her should she want to return. But you never know. This casting director might be more successful than Robin, and they might decide to stick with the next one. We just don't know yet. But obviously, with that phrasing of taking a leave, it could it could imply that she maybe is just taking a step back from this season, and she may return for BB24 should we get that season. Again, fingers crossed. But as of now, we know that she's not going to be taking part in BB23 or Big Brother for the foreseeable future. Now, folks, you may have missed this news, but back in November last year, in 2020, CBS also made an announcement regarding the cast. Now, off the back of Big Brother 22 and a few other seasons of Big Brother, you know, there'd been quite a lot of fan reception that the casts of these shows such as Survivor and Big Brother and Love Island weren't exactly as diverse as they would like it to be. So CBS made the announcement that from 2021 onwards for these shows, that they will have an aim to make at least 50% of the cast people of colour. So this is fantastic news that is going to go hand in hand with Big Brother 23. It will be, it's gonna flow into that. So definitely, folks, with all these different casting announcements that's going on, potentially expect to see even more casting announcements, because it really seems like things are getting shaken up and changed around. So for sure, folks, as we head into Big Brother 23, definitely expect to see a change in the cast to what we would usually expect. That is all of your Big Brother updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching and had just as much fun watching as I did making it. It just makes me so happy when I can get back in front of the camera and start chatting about Big Brother. It just puts the biggest smile on my face. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Big Brother 23 does seem like a lifetime away, but we'll get there eventually. I think it's pretty crazy how, we can have this break for just a couple months of Big Brother and we really do miss it and just want it to come back. It's such a staple. If you're a Big Brother fan, it just becomes a huge part of your year and you just really want it to come around soon. And for me, I'm really missing Big Brother right now and I can't wait to get another season on the way, and let's hope it's going to be a really good one. But folks, please stay safe out there, stay positive, and I hope everybody's staying healthy as well. Be kind to one another. But folks, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Do all of that stuff. But until your next Big Brother update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.